is a fear you do not say out loud, the one that visits when the house is dark and the world has gone quiet. You know the one. It does not knock politely. It slips in near 3 a.m. when there is nothing left to distract you. And tonight, you are allowed to bring even that fear to me. You do not have to name it bravely. You do not have to pretend it has never crossed your mind. You only have to stay here for a few quiet minutes and let me speak to the very thing you have been afraid to look at. So loosen your hands, let your shoulders fall. Breathe slowly, the way you breathe when you finally feel safe. There is nothing you can think tonight that will make me turn away from you. Before we go any further, let me be honest with you, because honesty is where trust begins. What you are about to hear is an encouragement drawn from the Bible, a reflection offered gently in faith. It is not a private revelation. It is not a prediction about your life, and it is not a promise of any particular outcome. It is simply the old comfort of Scripture, read slowly over a heart that has been quietly afraid. And there is one verse I want to build this whole quiet hour upon. It comes from the Gospel of John, chapter 11, verse 25. Listen to the words slowly, the way you would listen to someone you love. I am the resurrection and the life. He that believeth in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. Read that again inside your heart. I am the resurrection. I am the life. The one who trusts me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. These were not careless words. They were spoken at a grave to a grieving sister on the worst day of her life. They were spoken into the very place where fear lives, and they have never stopped being true. In the Scriptures, this is the voice of the one who walked straight up to death and called it nothing more than sleep. And tonight, that same voice is being spoken gently over you. So let these words reach you the way the gospel speaks them, as if the one who loves you were sitting beside you in the dark, saying, My child, I know the fear you carry. I know the thought you push down every time it rises. The one about the end, the one about what comes after. I have seen you lie awake while the rest of the house slept, staring at the ceiling, doing the quiet arithmetic of your own years. I have seen the way a hospital hallway can make your chest go tight, and the way a passing thought of leaving the people you love can steal your breath. And I did not flinch when you felt it. I drew nearer. You have wondered in those small hours whether anyone really understands this fear. It feels too large to say at the dinner table and too heavy to hand to a friend. So you carry it alone. But hear me now. You were never meant to carry the fear of death by yourself. It is the oldest fear there is, the shadow that falls over every living thing. And I did not leave you to face that shadow on your own. I stepped into it myself. I went down into the dark you are afraid of, and I came out the other side so that you would never have to walk it alone. The very thing that terrifies you in the night is the thing I have already overcome. You are not foolish for being afraid. You are simply human, and I came for the human heart. There is a voice that uses this fear against you, isn't there? It speaks in the dark, in your own tired tone, so you assume it is only you thinking. It whispers that the end is only emptiness, that everything you are will simply switch off and be gone. It tells you that the love you have given and the love you have received will all dissolve into nothing. And in the deep of the night, it reads your years back to you and tells you they are running out, like sand you cannot hold. My child, hear me. That voice does not speak the whole truth. It does not speak for heaven, and it does not speak for the one who made you and called life into being. So when that old fear begins its familiar speech, you may answer it with something truer. When it says this is the end, the truth says, I am the resurrection. When it says everything goes dark, the truth says, I am the life. When it says you will be forgotten, the truth says, the one who trusts me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. You do not have to win the whole argument tonight. You only have to stop agreeing that the dark gets the final word. So if you are listening with a heart that has quietly been afraid, this is for you. If a doctor's word has made the future feel suddenly thin, this is for you. If you have buried someone, and the fear is no longer abstract but has a face and a name, this is for you. If you are not sick at all, but the thought still finds you, the simple human dread of one day not being here, this especially is for you. You do not have to be brave here. You do not have to have it figured out. You do not have to dress the fear up in calm words to make it acceptable. Bring it as it is. In the Gospel of John, just before the verse I gave you, there is a grieving woman named Martha standing at her brother's grave. She has not given a lecture. She has given a presence. The one she loves does not tell her to stop crying. He weeps with her first, and only then does he speak the words that change everything. I am the resurrection and the life. He that believeth in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. Notice where these words are spoken, not in comfort, not in safety, but at the very edge of a grave. That is where this promise was made, and that is where it still holds. The scriptures do not pretend death is small. They look it in the eye and answer it with a person, and that person is offered to you exactly where you stand, in the middle of your own quiet fear. I want to gently loosen the grip of something that has been tightening around your heart for a long time. You have treated the end as a wall, a hard and final stop where the road simply runs out. But the scriptures speak of it differently, the way you might speak of a door or a sunrise on the far side of a long night. I am not asking you to pretend you are not afraid of the door. Most people are. I am only asking you to consider who stands on the other side of it. If the one waiting there is the same one who has loved you all along, then the door is not the end of love. It is the place love is finally seen face to face. You are not walking toward nothing. For the one who trusts me, you are walking toward someone. And I know what the fear does to your days, not only your nights. It makes you grip your life too tightly, afraid to lose a single hour until the gripping itself steals the joy out of the hours. It can make a sunset feel sad instead of beautiful, because part of you is already grieving that it will end. But hear me, the hope I am offering is not meant to make you long to leave. It is meant to set you free to truly live. When you no longer have to fear the last page, you can finally read every page that comes before it without flinching. The promise of life beyond death was never given to make you careless with this life. It was given to make you free in it. So love the people in front of you. Watch the sun come up. Let the small mornings be holy. You can hold your days gently instead of desperately, because the one who gives them does not lose what he loves. Think back for a moment on the fears you once carried that have already passed. The night you were sure you could not survive a particular grief, the loss you thought would end you. And yet, here you are, still breathing, still loving, still able to be moved by a kind word. Do you ever wonder how you came through it? How a strange peace arrived on a night you had every reason to fall apart? How you woke the next morning with just enough strength to face a day you dread? The scriptures would say that was not an accident. That was the same hand that holds you now, the hand that does not let go even at the edge of the grave. You have been carried through fears before. You are being carried still, and the one who carried you through those will not abandon you at the one fear that frightens you most. Here is something the fear has been hiding from you. You have spent so long bracing against the end that you have not let yourself receive the comfort offered at it. You thought you only had something to lose. But the scriptures say there is something waiting to be gained, a life that does not run out. The love you have given was never poured into a sieve. The scriptures say it is held and remembered and gathered up. The tenderness you have shown to others, the patience, the small faithfulnesses no one saw, none of it falls into nothing. In the keeping of the one who is the resurrection and the life, nothing good is finally lost. The seed that goes into the ground in the dark is not destroyed there. It is the very way new life begins. What looks like an ending in the hands of the one who made you has the shape of a beginning. And let me speak gently to the loneliness that hides inside this particular fear. Part of what frightens you is the thought of facing it alone, of crossing something so vast with no hand to hold. You have imagined a cold and solitary passage, a stepping out into the dark by yourself. But that is not the picture the scriptures paint for the one who trusts me. The promise is presence. The promise is that the one who is the life goes with you, even there, even then. The same voice that spoke at the grave, that called the dead to rise, is the voice that says, I am with you. You will not be handed over to the dark alone. So lay down the picture of the solitary passage. It was never the truth for the ones he loves. So tonight, I am asking you to set down a few weights you were never meant to carry to bed. Lay down the dread that writes the ending of your story before it's time. Lay down the bargaining, the counting of years, the quiet panic that loops when the house goes still. Lay down the belief that you must solve the mystery of death tonight, all by yourself, in order to be at peace. You were not made to carry that weight, and you were never meant to carry it alone. And about the regrets that the fear drags up in the dark, the things left unsaid, the years you feel you wasted, the love you feel you gave too little of. Hear this carefully, my child. You are not too late, and you are not beyond mercy. The scriptures promise that his mercies are new every morning, new every single morning, which means there is fresh mercy already waiting for you tomorrow, before you have earned a thing. Grace was never the reward for the ones who got every year right. It has always been the gift held out to the ones who did not, and that includes you. So lay the regret down too. Not because the years did not matter, but because mercy is larger than the years you grieve. If these words have stirred something in you, you do not need to do anything dramatic. You do not owe anyone a comment to make this real. You do not have to prove your faith to a stranger online. But if you would like, you can take this quiet moment and turn it into a small and honest prayer. It can be as simple as this. Lord, I am afraid of what comes. Help me to trust that you are the life and that you are with me. There are no perfect words for this. The scriptures show God meeting frightened people in whispers and in groans and in prayers too shaken to finish. Your honesty is more than enough. And if someone comes to mind right now, someone you know who lies awake with this same fear, you are welcome to share this message with them, not as a chain and not as a demand, just as a kindness, the way you would sit beside someone who could not sleep. Now here is one gentle but important reminder, and I will not rush past it. Faith is a deep and real comfort, but it is not a replacement for care. If the fear of death has grown heavy, if it follows you through the day or presses on your chest or steals your sleep, please reach out to a doctor, a counselor, or someone you trust. If your heart is hurting in a way that frightens you, you do not have to sit with it alone. Tell someone. Let them help carry it. Asking for support is not a failure of faith. It is wisdom, and it is brave. Hope and help were always meant to walk together, hand in hand. And before we come to the end of this quiet hour, let me ask one simple thing of you. Loosen your grip on the fear, just a little, just for tonight. I am not telling you that you will never feel it again. The fear may visit you another night, the way it has before. I am telling you what faith has always whispered to the frightened, that the end you dread is not the final word over a life held by the one who is the life. You do not have to conquer this fear tonight. You only have to let yourself be held inside it. When the dark presses in, you may simply remember the words, "I am the resurrection and the life." You do not have to feel brave to be safe. You only have to be held, and you are. So as this message comes toward its close, let me leave one thing in your hands to carry into tomorrow. For the one who trusts him, death is not the end of the story. It is a turning of the page. The same gospel speaks comfort to frightened hearts, telling them not to let their hearts be troubled, but to keep trusting. So let your heart be steadied tonight, the way the scriptures gently steady the troubled and the afraid. Whatever this fear has taken from your nights, the final word over a life held in his hands is not loss, and it is not the dark. The word over you is life. Life now, in the days you are still given, and life beyond the door you have been afraid of. I will not promise you a date, and I will not pretend to know the things that only God knows. You have been handed enough easy answers about death, and I will not add another to the pile. But I can leave you with what the scriptures say, with quiet and steady confidence. He is the resurrection and the life. The one who trusts in him, though he were dead, yet shall he live. So lift your head tonight, not because the fear is suddenly gone, but because you were never, not for one moment, facing it alone. Take one more slow breath now, and let your hands rest open. And let this be the truth you fall asleep on. You are held, you are loved, and for the one who trusts him, the dark does not get the final word. If gentle words of hope like these bring you peace, you are always welcome to stay close to this quiet corner of the internet, where we simply sit with the scriptures together. And wherever tomorrow takes you, and whatever you carry into the night, may you rest knowing that the one who is the life has not let go of your hand. Peace be with you, my friend. Rest now.